What up, y'all? It's your guy Dawson from D&D TV. Thank you for rating, commenting, and subscribing. Everybody who's donated, those of you all who will, you know I appreciate it. All that information is in the description box below. Also, go over to my other YouTube channel, Dawson Speaks TV. Make sure you subscribe over there. Now let's get into this topic. Alright, y'all, thanks for clicking on the video. I hope you all are having a great day. I am doing well. Let's get into this topic. Now, this story is coming out from where I stay down here in South Florida, but up in Broward County, out in West Park. A West Park business owner who has a business that helps disadvantaged children, and he also employs teenagers to work for him, was very upset when someone pulled up to his warehouse a couple of days ago in a U-Haul and stole some of his property. The business owner, Greg Jackson, reached out to the local news station in order to bring awareness to the theft that took place at his warehouse, and thanks to the good people of South Florida, not all of them, some of them, they were able to find his property. Now I'm going to let you all watch this video, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary, and you all know me, I'm Dawson, and I won't hold back.
Stolen toy train that serves disadvantaged kids has now been found.
But the thieves who were caught on camera committing the heartless heist are still out there. Local 10's Christian De La Rosa live now in West Park with this exclusive update for us tonight. Christian.
Well, Calvin, Nicole, what's happened since this story first aired on Local 10 News might renew your faith in humanity.
Kids, man, they have a fabulous time.
Greg Jackson loves his job and his yellow train, the main attraction of his small party rental business, where he employs kids, paying them $10 an hour.
We have almost 20 kids on our payroll to keep them off the streets. You understand what I'm saying?
But all the good fun came to a screeching halt. Watch the U-Haul driving to Jackson's warehouse unit on Southwest 21st Street in West Park. Here's a close-up of the suspected driver. And here's the moving truck as it hauls away the yellow train. It happened Monday morning, just before 4 a.m., all in less than 10 minutes.
Thieves hitched a popular toy train.
Moments after our story first aired on the Local 10 News at 6, Mr. Jackson got a call from one of our viewers.
Say, leave me anonymous, but this is where your train is at. This is the address.
Our camera is rolling on Miami Gardens Police outside of a home on Northwest 165th Street. Mr. Jackson's yellow train parked in this yard. We saw officers questioning the residents. So did we. Can you explain to us what happened? We just want an explanation. Miami Gardens Police told us the people who live here agreed to give back the train, and Mr. Jackson took it. No questions asked.
He purchased it from some other person, and now we found out, but nobody knew.
Wow. I really don't buy that story. We're just glad we got our train back. That's all we wanted. Now we can call our kids back up this weekend and tell them, listen, your job is back on.
So awesome. And a special thanks to that Local 10 News viewer who reached out to Mr. Jackson to do the right thing. Mr. Jackson says he has no interest in pressing any charges. So tonight, Miami Gardens Police tells us this case is closed. We're live in West Park. I'm Christian De La Rosa.
Alright, y'all, let's go in. Now, first of all, let me say this. I am glad that Mr. Greg Jackson found that train so that he could get back to doing what he does with employing the teenagers and also helping the disadvantaged kids in Broward and also in Miami. He comes to Miami as well. Let me say this. I appreciate the fact that not only Mr. Jackson goes to, these big events when he is called upon, his rental company is called upon to do parties for people, he also goes into the inner city as well. And as a person who's a social worker who goes into the projects in Miami and in all around and in Broward too, I've had clients up there as well. For you to take your business there when other people would not go to some of those area codes, even though those people in those area codes look like them, I respect you for that, man. I really do. Now, when I was reading the comments on this story, a lot of people were saying, I understand that Mr. Jackson doesn't want to press charges and that the Miami Gardens Police Department is basically saying that this case is closed. But the person who drove up in that U-Haul to the warehouse and stole this yellow truck is still out there. And if they did it once, they'll do it again. Now, when I was doing my research on this story, I was reading a lot of comments, and there were people who were saying, well, a lot of people are just hating on him in the community because his business is doing well and he's able to employ, these kids and go into these areas, and he's really popular. And some people were saying, oh, well, people just don't want a black man to succeed. or it's just a crab in the bucket mentality with our community. And honestly, I think it's all of the above. Now, Mr. Jackson could easily just deal with after school programs, church programs, or other, events in the community where he is safe and his employees are safe as well. But this man chooses to go in the inner city. I mean, he is going in the projects in these gun-ridden areas. I know, I've seen the pictures, and providing services to our people. And it's funny that the person who pulled up in the U-Haul is a person who looks like him, a black person. And we're often told, and this is what a lot of people were saying in the comments, black business owners, we got to do business in our community. We got to keep our community strong. But what happens when your community is the one that's stealing from you? Also, what happens if you're a black business owner or any business owner and you find a cheap space, a rental space where you can, set up your salon, your barber shop, or whatever you do, your bakery, I don't know, whatever, anything, your boutique. And then you don't get as many clients or customers because people are not willing to come to that location because of the area that you're in. But my thing is this, you all. This is why certain people don't go into certain communities with their businesses. And I know there's a lot of stuff out there saying, we need to come in and help each other. We got to have our own back. The black dollar only goes so far in the community. But when we're in our communities trying to help and stuff like this happens, and I mean, there's other stories of other things that have happened, it will make people kind of like lose heart or not even, let me take my business somewhere else. But Mr. Jackson chooses to drop charges and to continue to go on. So, that's what you want to do, bro. Go ahead. Now, let me say this. I don't believe for 1 second that someone was in Miami Gardens going from door to door or standing on a corner trying to sell a big yellow train. I just don't believe that. Who has room for that? I mean, well, obviously these people, they had it in their yard, but it was an eyesore. It's like, so you really thought you were going to get away with that? I mean, that's just like silly to me. Now, look, y'all, I'm off of this topic. Y'all, go off in the comments. Let me know what you all think about this story. What's that saying? All of my skin folks are not my kin folks. Zora Neale Hurston, I am glad I got that at such a young age. Y'all, please understand. All of our skin folks are not our kin folks. I don't care what these people say. Oh, you got to stay in the community with your business. Don't go over there across the track because they don't treat us right. Yeah, right. Look, you better do what's best for you, your family, and your business, all right? All right, y'all, now I'm off of this. I just had to highlight this particular story because Mr. Jackson, a black man, going back, giving our black teenagers a chance to make some money, to keep them out of trouble, and then going to help other kids in the community. I had to talk about this because many times we're always saying, well, wait a minute. Come on, nah. Until next time, it's your guy Dawson. Go off in the comments. Let me know what you think about this story, especially if you are a business owner. You all take care of yourself and each other. Peace.